everyone and welcome back to Love is Strange. So it's currently about midnight right now while I'm recording this, and I won't be able to make videos for the next few days, so I am recording. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but I'm recording some now, so I'll hopefully have some videos to upload when I can until I have the chance to record again. But I'm kind of tired. It's midnight, so hopefully I'm going to make this more of like a chilled out, quiet, kind of mellow type of video. So I don't remember where we were up to last time. We just come to the beach to take our photo, I think. And also, sorry if you can hear my computer whirring, but we've come to the beach to take a photo, I think. Victoria stopped suddenly, reminding me a lot like the first time we'd come here. Thankfully, instead of just barreling into her, I managed to stop on time, just inches away from bumping into her. Victoria? We're almost at the harbour, but not quite. We're just standing at the edge of the boardwalk instead. It's pretty weird she stopped us here. Victoria lifts her hand and then turns to me. I swear I can see a little beat of hesitation flash on her face. It's a little up ahead, but... Victoria releases a sigh that sounds more frustrated than anything. It's... well... As fun as it is to watch a tongue-tied Victoria, it's not getting us any closer to the photo shoot. Victoria puts a hand on her hip and then comes up close to me. Real close. Whoa. I've got something planned, but you have to actually, trust me and close your eyes. A surprise? I stare at her, and she puffs out her cheeks for a second and then drops her hand to her side. Yeah, I'll lead you there. You're not gonna throw me into the water or something, right? Victoria glares at me, but it's weak and totally deterred by the slightest twitch of her lips. Max. She speaks warningly, prompting me to chuckle slightly, rocking back on my heels. So this, the Victoria route has been going on for quite a while, so I feel like we have to be nearing the end. I'm kidding, seriously, but not that I want it to finish or anything, but I've done 5 or 6 episodes on this now, and I feel like that's enough for each storyline, you know. I don't want to make too many episodes. Victoria bites her lip, staring at me intently. It almost feels like she's waiting for me to disagree. You don't have to worry, Victoria. I wouldn't. I offer her a smile, watching her shoulders relax. Sure. I take in a deep breath, shutting my eyes. Immediately I feel totally awkward, at a total disadvantage. I'm already a klutz with my vision, so this really isn't my forte. Chloe would call me crazy for trusting Victoria like this, but after all the time we've spent, I don't feel worried in the least. I jolt a little when I feel Victoria's cold fingers wrap around my hand. Chill out, it's just me. Sorry. Victoria tightens her grasp, though it's not uncomfortable in the least. Out of instinct, I return the grip, holding on to her. It's fine, just know that I've got you. I could have never imagined Victoria telling me that until now. A few days ago, I would have been totally floored. Now it sparks up something weird and giddy in my chest. Okay. We start walking, and I notice Victoria's taking a lot of care to not move too quickly. I listen to the sound of her footsteps against the wooden planks of the harbour. Soon enough, I'm assaulted by the same strong scent of fish, wrinkling my nose. There's a joke to be made there, but I'm not going to be the one to make it. I know we're definitely here, if that and the sound of the water slapping up against the metal husks of boats is any indication. It sounds really close, and for a split second I do entertain the idea of Victoria planning to throw me in the bay. Okay, stop. Victoria stops and presses her hand against my shoulder to still me when I stumble a little. For a second, I swear I'm imagining her thumb running up my hand. See? You're not in the water yet. I'm shocked. Hilarious. Can I open my eyes? If you want to make yourself useful, probably. I open my eyes at the dry joke, and before I'm able to retort with anything half as smart, I'm totally blown away by what I'm looking at. Whoa. Now I understand why it sounded like Victoria was taking me so close to the water. We're standing right in front of all the boats, close to the edge. One sticks out from the rest, considering we're facing it. I'm standing in front of an impressively large yacht, my breath caught in my chest. Victoria shifts next to me, clearing her throat. Do you like it? No way. Victoria stares at me and then grasps at her arm, while I'm half ogling the boat, half watching her. Jaw is on the floor. Holy shit, this is for reals. Come on, don't tell me this doesn't appeal to your stupid hipster tastes. I just thought that we'd cover a lot more surface area like this. We'd get to see most of this boring town, and there's a lot more opportunity to really get those striking photos, especially at this time. So, I love it, Victoria. Holy shit. I stop her from rambling, somehow recognising the fact, even though I'm totally floored by this thing. I turn to look at her. Victoria seems taken back by my sincerity, taking a whole second to reply. Yeah, I thought you would. Now give me a second to actually get this thing ready. We're taking it out? I follow after Victoria like some kind of puppy, and Victoria gives me the oddest look. What, did you think we were just going to stand on it? I duck my shoulders down, smiling bashfully at her. A little. Victoria rolls her eyes at me, smirking smugly. She doesn't offer a response, and I watch silently as she gets everything ready. It's surreal to watch her handle the yacht like nothing, and even more surreal when she grabs my hand, helping me on. I stumble, but like Victoria promised, she's there to catch me. It's even more surreal when we actually start moving. I sit down on one of the red cushioned seats, exhaling softly and looking over the bay as we're moving. The way the water ripples strikes me as gorgeous, and it's actually pretty crazy seeing us get further and further from the shoreline. Add that to the way the sunlight strikes the dark blue of the water, and it's completely picturesque. Wow. Gorgeous, I know. I hear Victoria next to me speaking softly. I didn't know you had a boner. I don't. Victoria cuts me off promptly, sitting down next to me and pulling out her camera. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. I tilt my head. You don't... This thing isn't mine. Victoria pauses. It's Nathan's SS Prescott. I almost choke at the information, eyes going wide. No way. We're on the Prescott's yacht? Better than being in their dark room. I seriously can't help the discomfort that stirs up, shifting on the seat and sitting up straighter. Victoria furrows her brows at me. Victoria slides her hand onto my knee and squeezes, making me jump. Chill out, it's not a big deal. She pulls her hand away, returning it to her camera. Her eyes don't leave mine. Don't leave me, I think that said. Whoops, yeah. I know what you're thinking, Max. You're like an open book. I know the Prescotts don't have the best reputation, but it's not like we're on some goddamn serial killer's boat. I mean, insert the John Cena, are you sure about that meme. There's something unusual in her tone when she says that, and she closes her lips tightly, briefly. So I asked him if I could take it out, and he said yes. Or is Nathan the issue here? Victoria says this almost cautiously. I don't really know a ton about him, except that he's practically like the king of the Vortex Club, and also a huge jerk, as if that's a surprise. Isn't he kind of murdery? I hesitate. Kind of what? Speak up. An asshole. I mutter this quietly, which doesn't do much since Victoria catches it anyways. Victoria's quiet, and then she laughs shortly, snorting. Okay, wow. Honest much, Max? Okay, so Victoria's not mad at me, which is a bonus. I shrug, more at ease now. You do want me to be honest, right? I'm more surprised that you actually had the balls to say that to me, but I can't disagree with you on that. Like most people, however, that's really not all there is to him. He also drugs and kidnaps girls. There's a part of me that's shocked to hear that, although I guess the same goes for Victoria too. You wouldn't exactly know that by looking at him. As is the point. His family treats him like shit, so it's no surprise he can be intense sometimes. He's just got a lot of issues to work through. But he's not a monster, Max. I'm actually not sure how I feel about him. This might sound kind of stupid, but when I played Life is Strange in 2015, I was kind of like a different person to who I am now. And so I feel like if I were to play it for the first time now, I'm not sure I'd have the same opinion of Nathan that I did then, because at the time Nathan was like my poor little baby who didn't mean to do wrong. He just kind of got himself in a shitty situation. But now I don't think I would feel like that. 2017 Wyxie, just I don't think I'd like him, especially with what he does to Chloe that's mentioned in the very first episode. I don't know. I'm unsure how I feel about him, because on the one hand he was sort of coerced into doing it, and he's mentally ill and was kind of manipulated into doing bad things, but at the same time, like, being mentally ill doesn't excuse it. It's like when people are assholes and they're just like, oh, I have depression or whatever, like, so do I, bitch. You're not special. You don't get to just be a dick and blame it on your mental illness and get away with it. So, anyway, I don't know how to feel about his character. I don't know if I like him. I don't know if I dislike him. I don't know if I would excuse the things he did. I don't know. 2015 Chloe, like, really liked him, like I said, but 2017 Chloe is not so sure. But he's not a monster, Max. Otherwise you wouldn't be sitting on this. She points to her lap. Victoria smirks at me, waving her hand over the seat next to her. It makes me laugh slightly. Good point, I guess. So you two are close? Duh. Victoria doesn't elaborate, not immediately. I'm about to switch the topic, but Victoria continues before I can. She runs her fingers through her hair and sighs. He's good at listening. What a fucking surprise, huh? It is, and I'm honestly shocked by how genuine that statement is. I bite my lip. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound weird, but I believe you. She rolls her eyes, placing her camera on her lap. Gee, thanks. Seriously? Victoria gives me a non-committal hum in response. Okay, I'm gonna save, I think. Oh, I don't know, because this one kind of sounds like prying a bit, but also this one, I don't know. Let's just say this one. You wouldn't want anyone else to listen? Victoria freezes, actually. I see this little worried crease form on her forehead, and then it's gone. Like who specifically? If we were to say, I'm a good listener as well, it almost seems like a contest, and it's making it more about us rather than her personal problems, if that makes sense, because she wants somebody to listen to her, and rather than us just being like, oh, I'm a good listener, I'm better at listening than Nathan is or anyone else, it's detracting from what she actually wants to talk about. I don't know. Like who specifically? Anyone, I guess. You have a lot of friends in the Vortex Club, so... That sentence seems to strike something in Victoria, and I see her grip on her camera tighten. Friends wouldn't be the word, Max, but don't worry too much. Taylor's good for that too, I guess. Is that what you wanted to know? Victoria doesn't sound... Okay, I'm gonna go back, actually. Can I? No, I can't go back. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'll go from where I saved. Back? No. I guess we'll just go to the menu and just hope I haven't lost all that. Okay. I'm a pretty good listener too. I actually like that it locks you out of the choices. I didn't realise that. The words strike me as super dorky the instant I say that, and I scratch uselessly at the back of my neck. It sounds like I'm trying too hard almost. Or at least I think so. Victoria freezes, and I catch on to the way she's sliding her thumbs over the edges of her camera. I mean, that's like something Max can actually canonically do, though. She can reverse time and like undo the stupid thing she said. So I feel like it's not too bad that I went back. It like fits into Max's character. You know what? I don't doubt it. Her voice comes out almost thoughtful, and she averts her gaze from me. Thanks. Okay, so this was the better option to say. I was wrong, disregard me completely. I gulp a little, unsure of where to go with the praise. I know you probably... know you have probably the whole Vortex Club, but I was the problem there, I read it wrong. Victoria glances back to me again, a displeased curve to her lips. Please, as if I could really count on any of them, other than Taylor and Nathan. Victoria trails off and then shuts her lips as if she's realising what she's saying and trying to hold it back. Victoria. I shift, turning to face her directly. If they're not good friends, then why do you bother? She's just going to say like it's a status symbol or whatever. I'm totally aware of the fact that I might be entirely crossing a line just by asking that, but I'm sincerely curious. If Victoria can't trust them, what's the point? What a loaded question. Victoria sighs and her features fall a little, lips slipping into a displeased frown. I'm only in the Vortex Club for 2 reasons, Max. One is Nathan. It would be a wreck if I left him to take care of it himself. Victoria purses her lips, pressing her hand against her knee. 2, it looks amazing on my resume. Universities eat that crap up, and so does everyone else. That's it. That's it. The parties are a plus, but otherwise I'm not there to make friends. Implying there's anyone worth my time there anyways. Everyone's a little self-absorbed, Max. Amazing, isn't it? Victoria states this dryly, shaking her head and rolling her eyes. That's... Okay, I'm gonna save again. Really sad? Now she's going to think we're pitying her. What? Victoria tilts her head at me, as if that's the last thing she expected me to say. It's kind of sad. She kind of looks like Eeyore like this. I hope you're not calling me pathetic. I mean, nobody even mentioned the word pathetic. You brought that up. Victoria speaks lowly, narrowing her eyes at me. All I can do is shake my head. No, not like that. I just don't think it would be a lot of fun to have no one to really trust, you know? You might have a point there. Still, it's not like I'm entirely alone, so it's not hellish. More like hella. Victoria... Anyways, Victoria seems to recover particularly quickly, leaning back against the chair, leaving her camera on her lap and crossing one leg over the other. Did you know that your ability to completely ignore our superb view is amazing? I'm seriously impressed. You're on a yacht. I don't know how to say that with my accent. Wow. My accent. I don't know how to say that with my accent. Yacht. It's like that, okay? Yacht. Because I think I've heard people with accents say it like yacht, so I try and say it that way as well, but yacht. You're on a yacht, and instead you're wasting your time asking me questions. She's changing the subject. Subtle, Victoria. At the same time, I don't want to prod her too much. If she doesn't want to talk about it, then I won't make her. Well, I wouldn't call it a waste of time. Her eyes widen a fraction at my honesty, and I smile disarmingly in her direction. What, you trying to smooth talk me, Caulfield? I grin in her direction, even though the question makes me feel warm. No, not really. Just being honest. Ugh. Victoria waves me off, but I can still totally see that little smile on her lips. Just go already. We're in the middle of the bay and you're hardly enjoying it. What about you? I glance at her camera and she follows it. What about me? I'll get to it. I'd just rather you get your work done first so you're not in the way of my shot. Jeez, thanks. God, just go. Victoria swats at my arm with her hand and I jump, a little laugh escaping my lips. Okay, I'm going. I'll be quick. I'm not in a rush. And as if to prove her point, she throws her arm behind the seat and raises a brow at me. That's definitely my cue to go, so I stand up, heading towards the edge of the yacht. It's gorgeous. Victoria was right. I can't believe I was missing this. Lifting my camera, I look through the viewfinder, focusing on the horizon, on the faraway side of the beach. I take a few practice shots, amazed at how nice the scenery looks. But what really catches my attention is the lighthouse in the distance. Tall and kind of majestic even. Dorky much, Max? I line up the shot, about to click down on the shutter. I'm caught off guard when I hear a shutter noise that's definitely not mine. Oh my god, she took a photo of us. Huh? I whirl around just in time to see Victoria lowering her camera, eyes locked on the digital screen of it. After a moment, she tilts her head up. We lock eyes and I feel my face heat up. Victoria swallows and then looks back down at her camera almost aggressively. Just testing. On me. Victoria's cheeks flare up and she hunches her shoulders, leaning over her camera. You ask too many questions, just go back to whatever you were doing. I look back out towards the lighthouse, scratching at the redness of my cheeks. I'm seriously flattered, though it seems like she doesn't want to talk about it. I think of something to change the subject. The sight of the lighthouse makes me perk up, and I know exactly what to say. Hey, can you stop this thing? Why? Victoria peeks at me questioningly. Don't tell me you're like getting sick. Trust me, I'd let you know. Maybe, or maybe not. That'd be super embarrassing. I just kind of had an idea since we're out here anyways. Like? Victoria prompts impatiently, and I drop my hand to my side, turning to smile carefully at her. I'll tell you, but you should probably start working on your shoot first. Victoria opens her mouth and then heaves a sigh, standing up. Ugh, fine, I'll bite. Give me a minute. I grin slightly. I'll give you 10. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here, but just to finish off, take a quick look at the diary. I think we saw that in the last episode. Partnering with Victoria has just made me even more anxious. Okay, so you can pause and read that if you want. What does that book say? Door... I can't read it. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.